Hello, hello. Welcome to Minute Movies.
Movies, the December edition, last show of the year.
Last show of the year.
Yeah,
2022 next time.
2022. Yeah, and it's wild how quickly the years fly by. 2020 and 2020 hindsight, way back a whole year ago.
Yeah, I know. I know. 2020 was now 2 years ago already.
Yeah. So let's see. This month we've got a body of 5 films. And hopefully all the
lovely
filmmakers.
body of films to watch.
Yeah. With the theme of body, coincidentally. Yeah. And
Yeah.
here we are. So let's see. Do we have? I don't see anybody in the comment section yet.
Don't see anyone in the comment section yet. Actually, I'm.
So should we just play all the films before anyone shows up? It'll only take 5 minutes.
Oh, there we go. Got David and Tom. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Charlie. Yeah. Should we jump right in? Should we get started?
We could jump right in. Where is Warner around?
So Warner actually said that he might not make it in time. He was headed out of town. He is out of town and is headed back home, and he might not make it in time for the screening. So his note to me said, regardless of your COVID views, difficult to ignore mainstream media and big pharma quickly evolving schemes. Jimmy wants to find out more.
Okay.
Another installment in the Jimmy saga.
Getting a little bit of just like edging into the politics here of the day.
Okay. Edging into the politics.
Okay. Well,
shall we?
Should we just let her rip?
Let's let her rip. And Warner joins us later this evening, then we can bring him on before we do the like rewatch of everything.
Yeah, hopefully he makes it. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see if our technical stuff happens. Should.
Right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
On today's health segment, an exclusive with LTech BioCorp's Global Chairman Klaus Vandertwinkle. Klaus, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Yes, everybody get booster. EU, United States, after 6 months, you get new booster. Make sure for passport.
Elaborate for us, if you will, on how you're planning to roll this out in such short time.
2 weeks for test trial. HDW helped us with this, so now people ready.
What are we looking at in terms of children and infants and that kind of thing?
The baby protocol, we do rollout of boosters. After about 2 weeks from moment the baby come out of mother, we start the deployment.
And Klaus, what are we looking at in terms of revenue forecast for the next year and a half, maybe 5 to 6 quarters?
The next 3 quarters, we're going to gross $500 billion. So euros, dollars is $650.
And a word from our health segment sponsorship partner, DuPage County Health Department.
Take responsibility for yourself, your family, and community. Get the latest LTech Bio Booster today.
Did you get yours?
Get yours? I got mine. You got yours?
Oh wait, there's nobody here. I don't need to read this. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got David said impressive graphics, backgrounds, and warping of faces. Yeah, Warner is really good at adding in those virtual backgrounds
He's the face warping wonder wizard.
and yeah, warping his face to make it look like he's different people.
I loved his accent. His Russian accent was great.
And I liked how he was wearing 2 masks on each ear.
Yeah. Nothing political going on here. No, nothing to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got Charlie and Tom boosted in the comments.
Boosted.
Boosted.
Charlie got Buster. Buster. Is that
Charlie got his
Buster?
buster. I assume it's his booster.
No, he probably got a little dog named Buster. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, David, great mix of character voices. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how resourceful Warner is. Like a lot of the footage that he used in that, he's reused in a lot of his Jimmy stuff. So he has his
he only has to shoot like a little tiny bit, and then he's got fills it out.
Yeah.
Repurposes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it goes to show you don't have to shoot brand new footage every single time for all of your stuff, especially if you're doing a web series like Warner is.
Clever dude.
Oh, Gene's boosted too.
Gene's boosted too.
Got lots of boosted,
busted Buster Keaton.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, David, you are up next. So if you have the link to join us backstage, I can add you into the screening.
Do you know how to get backstage, David? It helps
chat about
to
your film.
be using Chrome as the preferred browser for.
Yeah.
I think, right? Isn't that what
I think Opera works too. There's a couple browsers. There's also a couple that it doesn't work on, so just double check that. And then after David, just to give you all a snapshot of what's coming, we've got Charlie, Dan, and Tom.
So David, did you want to come backstage? Sarah sent an email out earlier in the evening, like 4:20ish, something like that, 4:15. That has a link to the backstage here on StreamYard. Yeah, your film is silent. I was checking my audio and I was like, yeah. Anyway, Sarah sent an email to.
Yeah, I sent out this email at 4:10. You should see an email from Sarah at minutemovies.com. And it says link to join, and there's a link there to get into the backstage area here.
And whoever happens to do that, be sure to mute or turn off your YouTube feed because it's very much delayed.
Yeah.
So everyone ready for the holidays? I'm not.
You've got your Christmas lights up behind you.
I do.
Already?
Yeah. Yep. That's my Christmas my Christmas decorations for the year. So we finally got snow in the mountains, Tom.
Yeah.
You been up?
We could watch
Humbug.
David's film, and then if he is able to join us backstage, talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, we could. Let's see. We could do that.
All right.
And again, everyone realized that there's no audio.
It's silent, so it's not our technical problems this time. It's on purpose.
So
all right.
So he wants us to go somewhere else. We could jump to it and play this later.
Let's jump to Charlie then, and then.
Okay, let me just
give him another.
Rearrange the order then. Okay. Should be Charlie.
Charlie, I'm bringing you
in.
in.
Charlie, okay, so Charlie's going to be backstage here momentarily. There he is. Hey, how are you?
You might as well, Joe. Okay.
Whoa.
Hello, you guys. Hello. To see.
Oh. Made in France.
Oh.
In the USA, but made in France. I like it.
Is that you? You're made in France?
Yeah, I'm made in France. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, guys. Yeah, this one a little bit different than what I use. It's a little more serious, I would say, kind of. Yeah, and I hope people learn something with it, kind of, with all what we came up to, and it's good to know how our body works and what everything we need to make it move.
All
right.
An
anatomy class.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Cool. So we ready to go?
Yeah.
The body. The human body of an adult consists of around 206 to 213 bones, and there are 300 bones in children, depending on counting of the sternum. The male body is composed of around 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood, after some of the bones get fused together. The bone mass in the skeleton makes up about 14% of the total body weight, 20 pounds for an average person, and reaches maximum density around age 21. The muscular system moves the body, gives it posture, and circulates the blood. The number of muscles in the human body usually varies between 640 and 850. It's hard to define an exact number as there are anatomical differences in what constitutes a distinct muscle. A ligament is a fibrous connective tissue that attaches bone to bone and usually serves to hold structures together and keep them stable. They have a limited amount of stretching ability, which protects joints from injury. The human body has approximately 900 ligaments. Blood vessels circulate blood throughout the body. They help deliver oxygen to vital organs and tissues and also remove waste products. If you took all the blood vessels out of an average adult and laid them out in a line, that line would stretch over 100,000 miles long. That's more than twice the distance around the Earth at the equator.
Cool.
Wow.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I like the you call it the two extreme kind of, because they say many things. They say we need so much stuff, and they are doing things that we cannot understand why? What can they do with all those bones and all those?
Yeah.
They're
That was
beautiful.
pretty impressive. That guy, Maxim, is that his name?
Yeah, Maxim Bowling, yeah.
He's he's pretty skilled, pretty bendy.
Very
Oh,
bendy.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he was my pupil but not in that area. I had him for my pupil for other things because he's very versatile. He does a lot of different things. There, normally he's more like a magician, and he does manipulation. But he has this ability to be so limber, unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. And his handstands, he looks like he's natural, can walk on his hands like.
Yeah, he worked on it, I tell you.
I know, right? Well, I said he looks like a natural. Because I know he makes it look easy. It's like, oh yeah, look at that, you could do that. And then you try to do any of the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
And it's like.
He's now at the circus school in Kiev, in Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
So I know, yeah.
Wow.
And the other one is also
She's
Elena.
Ukrainian also, no?
She's also from Ukraine, from Crimea, actually. She's from Crimea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she was working, and I saw the show the other day. It was very nice at the 12th Arts Theater with the conundrum, kind of. It was a very good show. But I like the training part. I like the training part to see what they have to do before to get into stage,
Yeah.
There's a lot of preparation before to arrive and do your, let's say, 10 minutes performance, kind of.
And you never did.
Yeah.
You never practiced.
Oh, yeah, practice, yeah.
Well, you never warmed up.
Warm up? No, not really.
Yeah. Wow.
She criticized me now.
No, he never warmed up. He just wanted to save all his energy for the actual show. Is what it seemed. That's kind of what you meant. I mean, you practice a lot, but right before the show, you're not going to waste all that.
But you come an age to have the ability to kind of use whatever you learn in your youth. So you don't need that as much.
Like a bicycle ride.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
body memory.
To limber up, to do what those guys are doing, is takes a lot of limbering up and getting.
Yeah, and it's a slow process because you really have to stretch every ligament that they.
I think they're made of tap.
No.
Laughing tap.
Laughing taffy.
Made of different stuff.
Yeah.
So next time, Sarah, you're the one who limber. You're gonna show us some. And
I can't even bend in half flat like that forwards, let alone backwards, like he was.
I know, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's even so much that only to see it hurts,
I know. It's true. Yeah. It's a little cringeworthy. So what's the show? They're in a show. These like
the show that was actually today was the last day for the conundrum. The show that
so much for your ad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was this show kind of.
Okay.
It's on Capitol Hill, 12th Avenue Arts Theater.
Art Theater, yeah, 12th Art Theater, yeah.
What's it called?
12th Avenue Arts Theater, and it's right across from the police station on 12th Ave, Capitol Hill.
Oh,
cool. Well, it's a nice place.
Very nice.
And the show was very good. A very good show, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but normally I should be in a show in the beginning of January with Zinzani again, but in Snoqualmie Casino if everything
Okay.
goes okay, because you never know with the pandemic.
You never know.
Yeah.
Everything changes week to week
bad.
now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Charlie.
Thank you.
Okay.
Those
Thank you to you.
learned a lot. So many bones and tendons and everything.
Yeah.
all connected together.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday we saw Martin, and that was nice. After a long time, we didn't see Martin, and
Oh, cool.
nice to see him again. Yeah.
Where'd you see
Yeah.
him?
In a college club,
Some club he belongs to, kind of.
yeah, college club on Union.
Like Union.
Lake Union.
Okay.
Cool.
So did David?
Yeah, David's backstage. Actually, everyone else is backstage
He's
already.
ready.
So
Sweet.
we're ready to roll.
All
Right. Thanks, Charlie. It's good
Thank
to
you,
see you.
Charlie.
Bye, guys.
That's fun.
All right, David, I'm going to add you in, and then Dan and Tom are next in that order.
Right. Hey,
Cool.
hey, you guys, good to see you.
Long
Good to
time.
see
Great
you.
to see you.
It has been, yeah. And actually, I wrote in the comments that it was February of 2019, but of course, it was February of 2020. It's been almost 22 months since I've seen you in person.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Have you guys been making films?
No. Well, I shouldn't say completely no. We've done a little bit of industrial work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's great.
But yeah.
And I mean, I've made a couple films
Oh.
that don't apply to the minute movies. I made one recently that I could have re-edited it down to a minute movie's length, but it's currently way too long.
Yes, that frequently happens. I think things are way too long. I always get way too much footage, and then
Yeah.
the editing process, sort of like Terrence Malick that just goes and shoots, hundreds of hours, thousands of hours, and then takes 5 to 10 years to piece something together. That's my style.
I know, right? How much footage, how many interviews, how many of all that nobody ever sees.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
How many films could you make with all that footage? Even,
Right.
Completely different films if you have that
Right.
many hours of footage.
But don't you find it fun, like where the energy is and where the contrast is between people and how you're going to order their responses? And
Yeah.
I find that so it's colorful, it's fun, it's like music. I mean, I'm a musician, so I think of it in terms of the rise and fall and where the climaxes are, and etc.
Yeah. I think of it like a puzzle.
Yeah.
You have all the little puzzle pieces, and they all have their spot, and you just have to find where that spot is, where they fit perfectly together.
Is it typically easy to, like, what's going to be the penultimate one, the closure one, like if it's going to be a punchline or something that is moving? Or
Yeah, I find finding that moment that's the closure moment is easier than the intro moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oftentimes I find the intro to be the easier one section, So, but yeah, doing the intro and the outro, and then you fill in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I just find people so endlessly interesting, especially if you have a reasonably close shot on them. And no matter what they say, there's just so much in their body language and their expression and their blinking and gesture and intonation. And when you're just using, 3 to 5 seconds and you're going from person to person, it's just, it's fun. It's fun to watch. I've edited a few things like that together, and I find it a fascinating process behind the scenes, and I enjoy watching those things too.
Cool. So what do you have this? Do you have any words to
Introduce
lead us into your piece?
I would just remind everybody that it's silent, you know, so you don't need to adjust anything. I don't know why my hat looks so cockeyed. I'm like, how has it been doing this? It never looks like that. You know, this is my first time doing live stream or steadfast or whatever we're on here, and I'm sorry, you know, it's my first time with you guys this way. I'm I mean, I'm a teacher, and so I Zoom all the time, you know, so I'm really familiar with Zoom, and I'm really familiar with Skype and FaceTime and whatnot. But God, what is weird? It's so weird.
It's one of those things you never notice until you're staring at yourself.
Is my camera at the wrong angle? Oh, I just needed to move my camera. Wow, that was a crazy throwback. Still can't get it right. Okay,
it looks fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything to say about the film. I'm curious. You know, I can say some things afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
It's silent, and I'm curious how well it will flow in this environment. You know, you can't really share video successfully on Zoom because it is so herky-jerky. There's just too much information, and people.
That's why we use StreamYard.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's the reason why we're not using Zoom for this.
Yeah. And I mean, one reason is the archive of this live stream lives on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I know people like, especially Chris, who makes films regularly but can't join us on Sundays, he will go and watch the replay later. So that is nice. And other people have told me they do that too.
Yeah. I checked out a couple of them. Yeah. Over my break with you guys. All right. I'm ready if you are.
Shall we watch it?
Cool. Sure. Yeah.
It flowed beautifully.
Yeah. I thought it did. I mean, aside from the technical flowing, your editing flowed beautifully too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
it's very gave me the sense of, being alone and how it feels to be home alone, and just kind of going through a day and all the various images that you come across as you walk through your home during the day, and the same ones come back over and over again. You see the same things as you walk through the spaces again. And yeah, no, very evocative of memory.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, as soon as I found out that your theme was body, I knew immediately what I wanted to do, and I thought of homebody and immediately, because we've been in our home so much over the last 22 months or so, and I liked exploring our homes. We're so intimately aware of our homes, but we lose sight of it for long stretches of time. But now, because of being quarantined or what have you, or partially for long periods of time, we've become intimate again with our spaces. And or it's also like it encouraged me to become give a fresh look to all of these spaces I'm so familiar with, even just walls or cracks in the walls and hallways and floors and bric-a-brac and paintings, and looking at them and wanting to film them and piece them together, but also that our bodies are our homes too, and in a physical way, but in a spiritual way, our bodies are our homes, and then our surroundings, the walls are houses or apartments or whatever, those are our homes. And so I wanted to play with that dynamic and make it sensual, make it sensuous, and make it intimate. And I'm a musician, and so I typically write scores for my films, and or I've done narrative, spoken narrative, and sometimes dialogue, but this one I really wanted it silent. I didn't want to send it in any, music has such a powerful place in kind of guiding people's emotions, and I didn't really want to guide people. So I was curious what you thought, because I think a lot of people would be like, well, at least you could do something atmospheric, right? Some sort of wafting atmospheric sound, if not music per se. But yeah. Do you have any thoughts on those lines?
Well, it seemed to me like a blending of the home and the body.
Yeah.
Like they were one, kind of speaking to what you were talking about earlier with, your home is your body and your body is your home.
Yeah.
And these two places, where you reside and who you are, where you like, not just your physical sense, but you as a spiritual person, where you reside, your home, your body, the space you surround yourself with.
Right.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting not to have music, not even any atmospheric, because I think if you did, atmospheric still would have guided you, would have made you feel like, is this a lonely experience? Is this a content experience? Like, I think any sort of sound would have changed the mood of the piece for sure.
Yeah.
But then also silence is still like a mood too, because I felt myself, honestly, there's a little bit of tension for me to, because you're so accustomed to hearing something that goes with your video, or and so it was like the absence was apparent.
Yeah. Charlie says sound of movement would have been interesting.
Yeah.
So just the sounds moving around the
natural
house.
sounds, as moving through the spaces. Yeah. I could see that too.
So the trick, sometimes I feel as a filmmaker that one of the tricks. Not 100% of the time, but a lot of the time, you, as a filmmaker, you want to become invisible, so that when people are experiencing the film, they just get lost into it and they don't even think about the process of making the film. And so yeah, there's that balance there, right? So you don't want to like be subtle and allow people to have their experience without being present, as the maker. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate all those comments. I appreciate what Charlie said too. I take it to heart. It was definitely a dilemma for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always, what to do with the sound is always a big question for me, at least when I'm filming, because I think so much more about the visual as I'm filming, as I'm creating, but then when you're editing and you get towards the end of the process and you're like, now I need to think about the sound. And I guess my pieces are always better when I think about the sound from the beginning, when it's, incorporated into the filmmaking, when I think this is what I want to do with the sound, this is how I want to capture the, sound of the space and all of that, and what kind of music I would want to put to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate your dilemma there. Sometimes you may have even made films like this before where there's a different soundtrack than what you're seeing. And it kind of it gives you two experiences at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's an interesting artistic choice that sometimes people make.
Yeah, I like it when scores are like an ironic contrast somehow, or juxtaposed with the image, and you as the viewer kind of make your own connections.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just as an example of like, maybe there was sound of somebody making coffee, which might be somebody's daily thing that they do in their home.
Right.
Or maybe the dog running across the floor, with his scratchy nails. But if you never showed that, it's like somebody else's. I'm just being creative. I'm not saying you should do that, but it's the kind of thing that is a little bit of disconnect, but it's the same. It kind of puts you in two spaces at the same time.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, actually, I mean, if I really like sound collage. I mean, obviously, I like visual double exposure, multiple exposure, overlays, green screens. You've seen a number of my films, and I tend to be experimental, and I tend to like dense imagery. And I have done soundscapes that are sound collage, and I could see doing a sound collage with this too. Yeah, maybe I hadn't actually thought of that before, but kind of based on what you're saying, Stuart, it kind of
maybe next one. So are you here to be with us for?
Oh, I'm gonna watch everything.
No. I mean, what I mean by that is like in the coming months.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, I mean, we're glad to have you back. It's really.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I had one for last month. I don't know. Yeah, why I didn't get quite connected with you guys, but yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Cool.
When do we know the theme?
It's
okay.
Shortly.
Oh, it's all right. Good. You'll do it tonight.
Yeah, we do it tonight.
Okay. Great. Well, good to see you guys.
Cool. Yeah, good to see you.
Take good care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. So is Dan waiting in the wings?
He is. All right, Dan, I'm going to bring you in.
Delightful Dan.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Real good. How are you?
Oh, it's been quite a weekend. Just rusting, really.
Rusty?
Yeah, being a homebody.
Yeah.
So I worked on-
Melding into your home.
Yes, I hope. So yeah, I had when I first thought body I was going to do something that I did do. I was going to do like hairspray and poof, my hair turns into a weird color. But then I got this thought. I got this app called Talking Pet, and I thought I'd use that. It sounded like fun. I could be creative for it, but had some minor difficulties. Had to purchase the plan, so I got snuck in a different way. I just did a screen record from my phone where the app is, and I recorded that way and brought it into my editor. And the screen at the size is smaller than a regular screen size, but I did what I could. So that's about it. So had fun doing it. It's a lot shorter than previous videos.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Cool. Should we watch it?
yeah. Cool.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is delightful Dan here, and welcome to my laboratory, where I have yet another experiment. I have a pill here that will change me into Prince Charming, so I can find my Princess Charming. Now I will experiment and take the pill.
Ah! Oh no, I've been turned into a turtle. What can I do? I will have to find me a female turtle, I guess. Ah!
Oh my god, that was so funny.
But you like
That's
Nice body
Oh.
change there.
body. You're right. That's the
Yeah. David said
Oh,
he loves the turtle's voice.
yeah.
Oh
I love
yeah.
I love that you're gonna find your Princess Charming. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, made me laugh.
Yeah. David said he likes the drawn facial hair, especially the stash.
Right. Oh,
That was good. It was like a fake beard that sort of looked like it was supposed to be real, but then a like
Yeah.
cartoon mustache.
oh yeah. Right.
Then it was like on top of your hand when you put it. That was good.
Well, I was going to add a Santa cap because I have one, but I couldn't find it. So I would have had the Santa cap on the turtle. So and me wearing a cap.
Oh.
But I couldn't find my Santa cap, so I scrubbed that idea. Yeah.
So David was asking, how did you do the mustache and stuff?
Oh, it was. Let's see, how did I do it? It was a feature of. I can't remember. Getting old. Having a senior moment.
Was it
one of
like
those
part of an
fancy,
app or a
those new
filter?
fancy apps?
Oh, it was a Zoom feature.
Okay.
A backdrop or like add-on, and it's in Zoom.
And Zoom.
Have mustaches and lipstick, different things
Oh wow.
you can put over your video. So
That's fun.
that's how I did the mustache. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did with the eyebrows too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw those too. Cool.
And then how'd you get the turtle to talk?
Well, like I said, it's an app that I got. It's called My Talking Pet, and
Okay.
you could use different pets, or you can take a picture of somebody or something, and you just be the voice. You know, it's a voiceover, and the object talks or moves with the
Wow.
voice. It's pretty cool.
What'll they think of next? You know?
Yeah, so I may incorporate in my future videos.
Cool.
Well, I guess if it gives us joy, you know, it's great. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's fun. Fun video.
Yeah.
Took me about 3 or 4 hours to make that, just to get everything right.
Yeah.
I would have wanted that the turtle being more larger, you know, like regular screen size. That's the largest that I can go up to. So,
So what do you edit with?
Pinocchio Studio.
Pinocchio. Okay.
Version 23. Studio. And it takes a lot of memory and it's slow. So I'm gonna probably work on that and see if I can get more RAM. Then it might be easier to work with.
Video editing is so computer intensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
But
I have no idea. I could. Too bad, you know, I got the screen behind me and it doesn't work on screen or that.
The green screen?
Yeah. Maybe there's a way. Because I don't know, I have to research it. So if I can turn it into like a picture or something.
I think you can. There's a way in the video tool, you know, where you can change video and stuff. You can do backgrounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
Cool. Maybe next time you'll be visiting us from a tropical island or something.
Hey, yeah, right.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Bah Humbug Day.
Happy Bah Humbug Day.
Who needs this anyway?
Right. All right. Tom, I'm adding you in. Oh.
Well, there you are.
Uh-oh.
Hello, I'm back.
You're back. Hello.
Am I there now?
You're here now.
We can see
Oh,
now.
Man. You guys have
Having
frozen.
troubles again?
So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, we're frozen.
Oh, okay, now we're all rolling. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Like I was saying, I enjoyed everybody's films tonight. It's fun.
So yeah.
So
yeah.
Good stuff. It's always fun. Entertaining on third Sunday of every night of every month.
Yep.
We are here.
And it's been a while for me too, so I'm glad I'm back. I think I got most of my cabin technical difficulties taken care of. Transferring everything over to hard drive so I don't have to depend on the cloud to download it before I put it for a movie. So that was my biggest problem. But I still got some other minor ones. But anyways, let's get on with it.
Always something, right?
It's always something.
So how much snow is outside your door?
Right in my cabin, I only have about 6 inches on the ground, something like that. But the mountain's got a good base. I just haven't skied yet. I've been too darn busy getting ready for Christmas, and Friday I was going to go out, but I worked on the film instead. It's your guys' fault. So come on up and ski when you guys get a chance. I think Crystal's getting a lot of the kinks worked out. They had the parking lot fill up again today and had to turn people away. But
oh no.
Yeah. So
we got our.
It's gonna be the new normal of this year, I guess.
Yeah. Come up on the weekdays.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll be in the ticket booth. So
okay.
Just wave when you come up.
We'll say hi.
Well, I have to go pick up my pass. Maybe I'll come find your window.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got to print them out for you, so that's fine. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So
come say hi.
I'm usually in the first ticket booth to the left, closest to the guest services there.
Yeah.
So, cool. I'll come
I
find you.
I get to work with these Argentinian and Brazilian kids they brought up on visas, and they're really fun. Nice young people. So
yeah, it's always a good crowd.
Makes my life more interesting.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you have anything to say about your film?
No, let's go ahead and watch it. And I think you challenged me last time about the thing of body that I know what Tom's going to come up with or something. I still remember that. So I had to take the challenge. You guys will see.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Those were different times, Papa Hemingway. For now, we have climbing gyms where people can boulder safely, pull themselves up on plastic. Many people have built home climbing walls. And if you've been trained properly, you can go out and top rope where the rope is attached above where you're climbing, keeping you safe in the event of you falling off the rock, which you will do if you're climbing right. Since the 80s, the popularity of climbing outdoors has increased greatly due to sport climbing, where one attaches the rope to an anchor that has been bolted upon the wall. And there's trad climbing, where the climber puts in protection on the way up to keep him from falling. Trad climbing is much safer now due to the extensive gear development. So who should go climbing? Do you have to be young and fit like these climbers? 20-somethings pulling themselves way up the rocks. Or this almost 40-year-old? Or the 74-year-old with his numerous joint surgeries and climbs with an unrepaired abdominal hernia? So with a little training and fitness, anybody can enjoy this sport I love. See you on the crags.
Yeah. Like that last shot.
Scandalous last shot there.
Yeah, I had to do a little bit of tweaking so it wouldn't be just sitting there. Alex Honnold, the guy that did that free solo, he was in an ESPN special with just a chalk bag hanging in the appropriate place. So like on Instagram, a lot of other people have followed that. And so I got that picture there, but I haven't
jump on the trend
on Instagram yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
yeah, David says colorful, the natural and the man-made in various ages.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly my family and my climbing friends. So
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So did you shoot that?
All of that was shot in the last 4 or 5 months. There's a cliff up here that nobody knows about that just the locals go to. And, we're not supposed to be like that, but we developed it, so we don't want to, we don't want to tell everybody about it. But so I've started my kids climbing up there, and they really like it. And I found out my next door neighbor was an ex-climber who wanted to get back into it. He was almost 40 something. So
cool.
So, going to do a lot more of that. And the trouble is, if you see climbing videos, most of the time they're done by somebody else that's hanging on a rope alongside or above them.
Yeah.
And there was only 2 or 3 people there, so I never had the opportunity to start doing that. But that'll be in the future.
Have you seen the Alpinist?
I have. I just watched that last week.
That was hard for me to watch. It's the free climbing the mountain peaks on ice.
That one he did in Mount Robeson in Alberta.
Yeah.
That was insane.
And he's like doing it solo without ropes. And the very top to get up to the peak, there's this overhanging cornice that he just kind of like chopped his way through and got a hold and knocked the snow out of the way.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. But anyway, so they used a lot of drones to film that.
Yeah.
So don't you have a drone?
I do, and the trouble is, it's I haven't been able to get it to fly with the Jeep. It's GPS run, and in that place, the GPS doesn't come in very well. So you can also run it without using the GPS, but I tried that once and I flew it into a wall. I had to replace a few parts on it, but yeah, that is a thing that's often used.
I like that. Maybe I'll come. I haven't climbed in like forever, but come join you.
Yeah, that would be great. You got to have climbing partners. So I invite people who've never climbed up, and a number of friends have said, yeah, I used to climb. I still got stuff, or I've got harnesses and extra gear to share. So please do.
I don't. Cool. I've got shoes and a chalk bag, but yeah.
Yeah, well then you can go naked. You're
Just make sure your chalk bag is hanging in the right spot.
Yeah. I've got two chalk bags. So.
Yeah. So come on up, Stuart. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. Usually the snow doesn't go off the road to up there till probably the 1st of May. So
yeah.
So go to a climbing gym and get back into it.
I know. I should do that.
They're fun. Yeah. Anybody can climb.
Anybody can climb. Almost anybody. But so I did notice I was just gonna mention that it seemed like the audio was low.
I had to turn it up because when I was listening to here, although when I did it, I had it, when I was playing the MP4 after I put it all together, it was very loud. So I don't know where it lost all the volume.
Okay. Do you have level, like when you look at your editing software? Is there? Like
it goes right up to the it in. You know, I don't want to go bump into the red, but
Yeah.
you know,
Huh.
Just kissing the red there.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
just-
something that we've had challenges with Barrett. I don't know what it is. I'd like to be able to pump the volume on my end higher if I need to, but I got it cranked on my
So
like.
you had it all cranked too. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll go listen to it on YouTube and see how it sounds
Okay.
there. And
Yeah.
Because it could be a, you know, we're using VLC playing through YouTube and StreamYard kind of thing.
yeah, I know.
Just-
I remember that happening a couple other people's overlap.
Yeah, other months.
Yeah.
Well, we should see if we can figure out what's going on with that.
Whether it's on my end or somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Technology, can't live without it. Can't live with it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Tom. It's good to see
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Good to see you guys. I'll be a regular again.
Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be great. Please do stop by. Say hi.
Yeah.
Get your pass.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
Cool.
See you guys.
See ya.
See ya. So did Warner? I guess Warner never managed to.
Yeah, I haven't
make-
seen Warner in the comments section.
Okay.
Well, so let's watch through everything and then reveal
We're
the
gonna
theme.
watch through everything and then do the handy dandy
Do the spinner.
spinner. Or
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So are we ready to go? Let's see.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Jimmy Buktowski. On today's health segment, an exclusive with LTech BioCorp's Global Chairman Klaus Vandertwinkle. Klaus, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Yes, everybody get booster. EU, United States, after 6 months, you get new booster. Make sure for passport.
Elaborate for us, if you will, on how you're planning to roll this out in such short time. And
2 weeks for test trial. HDW helped us with this. So now people ready.
what are we looking at in terms of children and infants and that kind of thing?
The baby protocol, we do rollout of boosters. After about 2 weeks from moment the baby come out of mother, we start the deployment.
And Klaus, what are we looking at in terms of revenue forecast for the next year and a half, maybe 5 to 6 quarters?
The next 3 quarters, we're going to gross $500 billion. So euros, dollars is 650.
And a word from our health segment sponsorship partner, DuPage County Health Department.
Take responsibility for yourself, your family, and community. Get the latest LTech Bio Booster today.
The body. The human body of an adult consists of around 206 to 213 bones, and there are 300 bones in children, depending on counting of the sternum. The male body is composed of around 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood after some of the bones get fused together. The bone mass in the skeleton makes up about 14% of the total body weight, 20 pounds for an average person, and reaches maximum density around age 21. The muscular system moves the body, gives it posture, and circulates the blood. The number of muscles in the human body usually varies between 640 and 850. It's hard to define an exact number as there are anatomical differences in what constitutes a distinct muscle. A ligament is a fibrous connective tissue that attaches bone to bone and usually serves to hold structures together and keep them stable. They have a limited amount of stretching ability, which protects joints from injury. The human body has approximately 900 ligaments. Blood vessels circulate blood throughout the body. They help deliver oxygen to vital organs and tissues and also remove waste products. If you took all the blood vessels out of an average adult and laid them out in a line, that line would stretch over 100,000 miles long. That's more than twice the distance around the Earth at the equator.
This is delightful Dan here, and welcome to my laboratory, where I have yet another experiment. I have a pill here that will change me into Prince Charming so I can find my Princess Charming. Now I will experiment and take the pill.
Ah! Oh no, I've been turned into a turtle. What can I do? I will have to find me a female turtle, I guess. Ah!
Those were different times, Papa Hemingway. For now, we have climbing gyms where people can boulder safely, pull themselves up on plastic. Many people have built home climbing walls. And if you've been trained properly, you can go out and top rope where the rope is attached above where you're climbing, keeping you safe in the event of you falling off the rock, which you will do if you're climbing right. since the 80s, the popularity of climbing outdoors has increased greatly due to sport climbing, where one attaches the rope to an anchor that has been bolted upon the wall. And there's trad climbing, where the climber puts in protection on the way up to keep him from falling. Trad climbing is much safer now due to the extensive gear development. So, who should go climbing? Do you have to be young and fit like these climbers? 20-somethings pulling themselves way up the rocks. Or this almost 40-year-old? Or the 74-year-old with his numerous joint surgeries and climbs with an unrepaired abdominal hernia? So, with a little training and fitness, anybody can enjoy this sport I love. See you on the crags.
Hey, well, that was a good body of work.
Excellent body of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we ready?
So
To see
the
what the theme
contortion.
is?
So David says the contortionist freaks him out.
Yeah.
I was kind of freaked out by the last shot in the last film.
Everyone's
Should
just loving their bodies.
loving their bodies. So should we
Yeah.
Speaking of skiing, we got Alpental, Free Ballard. We guys ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. Let me see if I can make this work.
Live.
Live. Or does that live?
Or live.
Live.
Live?
Live. It's the same spelling. It's one of those tricky words in the English language.
Live live.
Live. Yeah.
Live life live.
Live live. The body lives. Wow.
All right.
So we're going to be live in the next year, 2022. We're going to live.
Coming to you live.
Yeah.
From 2022.
Yeah.
Too bad it's not Saturday night.
Sunday Night Live.
Sunday Night Live.
Still SNL, right?
It is still SNL.
Yep.
Sunday Night Live.
Yep. Cool. Well,
all right.
I guess we'll be signing out.
If we live that long.
Live that long. I know, right?
Yeah.
Live that long. We will. We must.
We will. Well, if we live that long, we'll see you all next year, 2022.
Yep, the third Sunday. So
yeah.
in order to be here checking out the live video, we have to survive tomorrow.
Just have to survive tomorrow.
Well, in the day, yeah, right? Every day.
Every day, you just have to survive tomorrow.
That means you gotta live through today too, in order to survive tomorrow. All right.
All right.
Merry Christmas,
well,
everybody.
Merry Christmas, Charlie. Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Awesome work.
Happy New Year. Everything like that. We'll see you in January. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.